Hi all, my name is Lakshman and today we are going to see there is another topic, Alteryx. So, so what is Alteryx? Alteryx is the ETL plus automation tool. So ETL means extract, transform, load. So in Alteryx, basically this is the Alteryx designer window. If you want to install, you can go to the Alteryx site and then you can install Alteryx designer from their site. It's basically free for the 14 days, right? So this is the actual canvas, this is the result window, and this at the left hand side you can see the workflow configuration. So whatever the workflow means, like we have the different tools in Alteryx. So in and out, so whenever we want to load the data in Alteryx, then at that time we use the in and out tool. So basically in and out we have the like browse tool, then input data and output data. When we want to load the data from in Alteryx, then we use the input data, and if when we want to extract the data in particular file or in particular DB, then we use the output data. Then we have the like at the top end you can see the different tools, and each tool we have again sub tool. Like in and out we have the browse tool, date time, directory, input data, map input, output, and text input. Then in preparation again we have the autofill, data cleaning. If you want to do some data cleaning, remove the nulls, remove the like trim the white space, blanks, and then filter. If you want to apply some filter, like in any situation, like we have the uh, four department like IT, mechanical, and we want to filter on only IT department, then at that time we can use this tool, formula tool, generate rows, imputation. And each tool we have some specific color. Like preparation we have the blue color, join we have the like maybe this is like I think so gray color, or something gray color. And we have the like green color for the parse. And transform we have like little like light red color. Then in database, like suppose if you want to do some actual operation in the database like SQL Server, Oracle, MySQL, then again this is the facilities available in only in Alteryx. Then reporting, like suppose in reporting tools, like basically we want to create some table. Then if you want to do some formatting to the like report header, report footer, table, if you want to create the table. And then in documentation basically, suppose what we want, if you want to do some comment, like what exactly the workflow is doing. And tool container, basically suppose we have the different tools, like suppose what I will do, just add this input data. And if we want to, like we have some so many tools, and that all the tools we want to add into one container. So as you know that we have like you can see the container in when we are doing shipping, right? So in that container we have some different parcels, so same concept is here. Then we have the spatial, like suppose we have the actual geographical data, then at that time we use the spatial tab. Then machine learning, if you want to do some machine learning, we have some machine learning. Then text mining, if you want to do some text analysis, right? Then at that time we use the text mining. Then computer vision interface, if you want to do some macro or build some apps, so we can use the interface tools. So basically if you want to drag any tool, either we can select and drag and drop into canvas, or we can double click, right? I will just remove this tool and I will show. There is a two way if you want to add any tools to the Alteryx canvas. So either if you go to the particular tool input, either you can just drag and drop, or what we can do again, so I will show, you can just double click on any tool, so it will automatically drag into our canvas. So you can see, if I double click, it will automatically drag into the our canvas. So this is the way of to drag and drop any tool, right? And if you want to do the any connection between two tools, we have the anchor. So this is what are the anchor, we have to So whatever the in green color, that is called anchor. We have the either input anchor or output means, input means it taking the some data from the another anchor. Output means it's giving some data to the output or result window. And if you want to, so and if you want to do some any configuration again, so each tool has some configuration like input data, output data. Each tool we have some, we need to do some configuration. Like now it's saying connect the database file, so either we can click here and we can connect to the any file. Like you can see data connection, we have the recent file. What are the recent file? So it will show the all the recent file. Then what, suppose if you want to see any connection like database connection or any other like SQL Server, Oracle, MySQL, so we can save that connection, and in future we don't need to give the credential, so automatically we can connect it. Then we have the files. In files we have the different files like uh, we have XLX file, Excel file, then CSV file. We have some like database file, Avro file, Alteryx spatial file, database, Alteryx category file, and we have the click view file. If you want to, we have the text file, zip file, JSON file. So if you want to connect to the any web application, so we at the time we need to use the JSON. So all these files we are available. So after the files we have the data source also. In data source, we can connect to the Adobe Analytics, Amazon Athena, Amazon Aurora, Amazon Redshift. Then we have the Microsoft Azure SQL Data Warehouse, then Microsoft SQL Database, Microsoft SQL Server. So, and if we don't find any data source that we want to connect, then at that time we can use the generic ODBC. So, I just, when I drag and if I go to the down, so there is an option generic connection. So if you don't find any data source that in connection window, then at that time you can use the generic connection if you want to do connection. So I will just close this data connection window. Then here if I just scroll down, we have the record limit. Like suppose we have the thousands records, thousand, but out of thousand we want only 100 records. Then at that time we can give the limit. Then search subdirectory, we like suppose we have the so many subdirectory, that also if you want to read. Then output file name, rather like suppose full name, what are the file name we have selected, or full path from where we have taken. So this all about the configuration window. And when this is the run button, either when you run the any workflow it will give some result. So that run button we need to click on that, and for the red button we have the like shortcut control R, so it will automatically run the workflow. And at the top you can see the menu bar. If you want to save any workflow, we have the like new workflow, open recent, save workflow, save as, then edit. If you want to cut, copy, paste, view, tool palette. So tool palette means basically whatever you are seeing at the top, this is it called tool palette. Results means at the bottom you can see the results. So this is the results window. Configuration means at the left hand side, this is the configuration window. And interface designer, like suppose in some of the situation you develop some app or some macro and you want to do some interface that will end user can see, then we can click on interface designer. And if you want to create new workflow, we can click on that plus button. And if you want to see the metadata, like we already load some Excel file, and for that, what are the Excel file? If you want to see the whole metadata, like how many columns, data type of each column, then full path of the each column, then data type, then description. So that's we can see in metadata. So that's all about the Alteryx. So firstly, in the next session we will start with in and output, like in and out palette, and this we will see the all these tools. So thank you. If you have any question, please write down in comment, and please subscribe the channel. Thank you.